Hello everybody, welcome to Dandelion Cottage. I'm Leslie Watkins, and today I'm going to show you how you can make a very quick and easy note card folder. So for tools today, I have my paper trimmer. I also have the detailed trio punch that has the corner rounder on it. I've got my bone folder, my snips, and some multi-purpose liquid glue. I'm going to be using an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock. I'm going to cut this down by 2 inches. And I'll save this for labels or a bookmark. And that leaves me with a 9-inch by 8.5-inch rectangle. On the 9-inch side at the top, I'm going to place my card at the 4 1/4 mark, and I'm going to score. I'm going to flip it around, do exactly the same thing at 4 1/4. And then on the other side, this is the 8.5 side, I'm going to put this at 5 1/2 and score again. So that's going to give me something that looks like this, and I'll fold this so you can see it a little bit better. Okay, but what I want to do is I want to free up this little panel here. So I'm going to put this back into my trimmer, and I'm going to line this score mark so that it's just to the side of the blade, because I want to cut away that score mark. So I want this little rectangle to be free of the score mark. So I'm just going to slip this, and I'm only going to bring the blade up to this score mark, just like that. And then I'm going to do exactly the same thing on the other side, making sure that the score mark is away from the center. So now I've got this little tab that has no score marks on it. Okay, so the score marks are on the 2 side flaps. So what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to, using my corner rounder, round those inside corners. Make sure I've got that in there nicely. Okay, so it should look like this. But what I wanted to do here is I want to trim this down, because I want these to just be a little bit narrower so that they fold in nicely. And I'll remove that score mark at the same time. So if I just begin my round edge and follow that score mark down, it'll just take off this tiny little sliver. Okay, and that's going to make all the difference in the way my folder comes together. So I'll do exactly the same thing on this side. Snip that off. And what will happen is my little tab now will fit nicely on my spine in between these two folds. So I'm just going to add a little bit of my multi-purpose liquid glue, not too close to the edges. Fold that up, making sure that it's inside of those folds, and I'll give that a burnish. Okay. And now I just want to form my flap here by putting a little bit of glue along the edge like so. Hold that for a moment. Do the same thing on the other side. Hold that for a moment. Burnish all those areas down well so that you've got a nice fold and the glue is evenly distributed. And that's my folder. Okay, so this is actually a nice sturdy little folder that has a reinforced spine. And if you get the package of the note cards, you have 20 pre-scored and pre-cut cards with matching envelopes. And these will fit very nicely. And you can put 4 of those in your holder. And then you can decorate it any way you like. Now I have one here that's already been decorated. I have it closed with a nice ribbon. So I can just slip that off. And inside is my collection of note cards. And this would make a beautiful gift for somebody. Or you can just use it as a holder to protect your cards until you're ready to use them. So I hope you enjoyed that project. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please subscribe to Notes from DandelionCottageDesign.com to stay up to date on classes and events and workshops. I look forward to seeing you next time. Stay well, stay happy, and stay creative.